So the next movie is releasing the same time as Star Wars? DOA? The end is near. The war is drawing to the conclusion as the heroes are playing poker in the background. Well, not really, but no heroes are hurt in the making. The aftermath will remain uncertain until a villain group wins, with the two leaders finally clashing, or more like Shigaraki struggling. It's only a matter of time until we'll know the threat level. While the chapter contains a familiar structure, the quest of recollection and the outbreak at the end help to build interest for the next. I don't believe the other battles such as Trumpet vs. Spinner will be neglected despite the focus on the main event. It's slightly halted for everyone to gather, and by the end, it most likely to be the case. Plus, it's probably setting up for a winning spree in one go, rather than an intermission apart. In the meantime, we have Redestro dominating Shigaraki like a pest he's been portrayed for a while. Fortunately, this arc is designed to make the league great, so now it's time for him to rise. We'll get to the battle sequence later. The saving grace of this chapter is the new set of recollection to Shigaraki's memory. To be honest, I wasn't expecting him to recover within this arc. I thought it would be a centerpiece to his character, unless something else happens. So I was interested to learn more of his childhood. I don't think the hands of his deceased family are literally keeping his memory blocked, but it's a metaphor of those hands cringing to his memory. When they are broken free, he begins to remember them, depending on the hand. With Hana's hand broken up, he remembers the time where she was helpful and caring. The scene does reinforce on one particular aspect that I mentioned before, but I'll get back to that after all memories are said. The scene addresses how Shigaraki got into a trouble about something, and Hana advised him to keep it to himself. Regardless, she's still supportive. Again, I'll get to that soon. The memory begins to drive him crazy. Soon after, he's able to break free from Redestro's large hands with his quirk, despite not having 5 fingers. Now this is funny because early on, Redestro said Shigaraki is hopeless without 5 fingers. This arc is filled with obvious correction or counter like, you thought wrong. I don't know why we are being told the impossible that quickly becomes possible. It's very predictable. In short, Shigaraki can use less than 5 fingers to use his quirk. Lately, the weakness from these characters are fading, and I can see the problem on the horizon. Like I said before, I'm fine with quirk evolution, but there are 2 points that I'm beginning to grow fear. One is how these new developments can either erase the weakness or open a path that won't come across the weak point as a different path. While it's still there, some of the quirks are becoming explosive at a fast rate. Not to mention, we are beginning to have characters to utilize multiple quirks. The real point of the two, in my opinion, is the conveniences. As of late, these battles end with a convenient timing of a power-up. It doesn't help when someone points out the obvious, like, if only you can do this or that. It's as if it justifies any convenient twist in the future, especially with Deku and his 6 quirks of doom. For now, it's only fear. In due time, after Redestro goes on exposition on Shigaraki's development, playtime ends, and he goes 80% liberation, or Hawk mode, wiping Shigaraki out with stress output burden. I think that's the attack name. There goes his comeback. While Redestro's design obviously takes after the Incredible Hulk, he does look pretty cool with the black mark covering his face like a mask. It's a damn shame he's used as exposition and a hype buff for the league. It goes without saying, but there's no choreograph to be amazed. But it is saved by Shigaraki's memory bank restoration. Nearly all of the hands on him are gone, which brings out the grandparents. I should mention that earlier, his mother was shown as well. He remembers how nice they were. All in all, the family were really nice, aside from the father. But I think he's not mean-spirited. The point is, these memories share one common factor. taking care of Shigaraki when he was sad. If you add all of them up, including the last flashback from chapter 227, this tells me that he probably wanted to be a hero, but his father didn't allow it. More and more, my early prediction seems to be spot on. It lines up well with Hana making up a false dream about growing up as a housewife. It also lines up well with Hana showing him the picture of Nana as a hero. I believe Shigaraki wanted to be one, but his father was very restrictive. I still believe his father was worried due to Nana's death or something. I doubt he was abusive, but we'll see when the memory of his father returns. To sum it up, I believe he wanted to be a hero, but after that tragedy, he's all about destruction, as if to say, if I can't be a hero, no one can. Sounds cliche, but we'll see. It's so shocking that the Metal Liberation Army miscalculated the League and didn't expect the big guy that is Gigantomachia to arrive. Well, I'm convinced beyond 100%. These guys are made to boost the League's credibility. It only takes a villain to act like a hero underdog to make it happen. At least the last page looks damn cool, with Shigaraki rising up. Could be a metaphor for the League to begin the domination. I wonder what happened to Sliding Go though. Overall, this was a good chapter. I'm no fan of the sequence or lack thereof, since it continues to play the underdog route, hardly any equally split. It didn't help with the usual timing of a power-up that seems to surface around the time when they are in the utmost danger. Aside from that, the artwork is pretty solid from design to scenery. The memory of Shigaraki was interesting, seeing how it's beginning to make sense. I used this time to give my prediction, and who knows, maybe I'm right. I know I'm not the only one. And that will do it for the review. I hope you enjoyed this one. Supposedly there's another character poll coming up. Well, the voting has to come first, and then we get the result whenever that comes. Maybe it'll happen 20 chapters later, we'll see. I guess the editor wants Deku to be number 1, just like Asta in Black Clover. If only that was possible. What do you think of this chapter? Share your thoughts in the comment section. If you like this and want more of this, subscribe to my channel, and my world will be yours to stay. Until next time, take care.